Hi, welcome. අපි ඔක්කොට සීකී ඉතුරු ටික හරිය කරමු.
I was worried Transfiguration.
Levioso! Accio! Lumos! Reparo! Revelio!
මලය දිදී මොකක්ද ස්පෙල්ලිං කියලා.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Lumos! Accio! Revelio! Levioso!
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Can I help you?
ගිරින් ගණන් එපා වෙනවා ෂික්කේ.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Protego! You're better than that! Come on! Levioso!
Some big hits that round.
Nice work! Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
was an accident! Let us keep our heads about it.
Whee!
අනගා කෑගව කන මොකක්ද එලාගේ
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver! Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls too?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me, and he would have had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls.
What do you want?
Might some kind soul help me?
I believe...
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Ready for another round?
I think so. We shall see who shows up.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid to duel.
I know, Sebastian, I know.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
You're better than that!
Come on! Leviosa! Leviosa! Protego! There goes my hand.
Don't try run that.
Leviosa! Leviosa!
I could never duel like that. Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you. But after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning. Or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Reparo. Accio.
Excellent fall.
Leviosa.
That's it.
Leviosa. Accio.
Good one. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished.
Green jokes. Neva. Again, there are the African. Wooden at them may. Panzil. Kelly again, the Tigana, who are the other who eat him out among the new joke back terminal.
Might some kind soul help me?
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady.
Incendio.
Good work.
Incendio. Incendio.
You're getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
If only a new student were to help me with...
Okay, I'm going to help you in the
Might some kind soul help me?
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak. The girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
I'm asking you to type a tech. Matayalu in Parimadaya Parimadaya Palakadi again, Lagima no, Natai, Saman Katabagar, you know, the Hayakat Neba, Park Pidre, Yashinai, Shanai, Rai, Pansiluai, Buaniteka, Uginamo, Trapiki and Milagila, Uginamatisa, Ui. Atterbu Diatek with Raven Katakan Kaviai. Aviyat kadi kata karan nahe ne game ka hati idare ne utte kata karan ne.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I suppose there are a few decent souls here. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
report වෙන්න පුළුවන් නෑ මේ බොරුවට මේ දුවන්නේ අපතන
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio. Levioso.
Stones.
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Levioso! Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Places.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Incendio! Accio!
What are you up to now?
Lumos. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Levioso!
report කතාවෙම ගේම් එකක් ආව නම් සුපිරිව මම ඉස්සර එක ගේම් එකක් ගහලා තිබ්බා ඒ ගේම් එක එච්චර ක්වොලිටි නැහැ මේ උඩින් වෙන්නන්නේ COC වල මම COC ගහලා නැත්නම් ඉතින් COC මොකක්ද කියලා අහන්න එපා පසල් ගොඩක් තියෙනවා පසල් ටික ගහන්නත් ඕනේ.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio!
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio! Accio! That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
කොහෙද ඊස්ට් එග් ගේම ඇති බං හැරි පොටර් ගේම ඊස්ට් එග්. What the fuck?
Revelio!
එතකොට මට එතුනේ එතන මොකක්ද තියෙන්නේ?
Off on another adventure, are we?
යන්නේ රෙන්බෝට් එකට ගොඩට දුවන්න ඕනේ කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ? ඔබ ගත්තේ version එක normal එකනේ බං. මම ඒක ගත්තා hack කරපු version එකක් කියන්නේ mod කරපු එකක් ඒකේ.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
මම එදා
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
Of course. They are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Stay there, please. Okay, stay up here.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
That's nice to hear. I have had my share of adventure. I hope my reputation's warranted.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Well, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskeen Dunkeen.
I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlick grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Hidden herbology. Sounds intriguing. Revelio.
Oh dear. I shall get in trouble.
Levioso. Incendio.
Accidentally levitated.
කරන්ට තින් මොකක්ද කියලා දන්නදෝ කතනකට කියලා තියෙන හැම ස්පෙල් එකක්ම බල බලලා මෝඩව गेम में FPS හැදලා ලිමිට් කරා නම් මේ ලැග් එක අඩු වෙයි වගේ මට හිතෙනවා. सिंह फोन कर रहा हूँ इसी में और हैटे स्टेबल करना
Incendio. These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
Hidden entrance.
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor.
Ayyo. Reparo. Oh. ये का ड्रैगन है
Reparo.
ऐ नद्दो क्या टें यार नद्दो बिला दीनी क्या कोमदा नहीं नहीं
Devil's snare seems to thrive in darkness. It doesn't care for light. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
වෙනම්ලගේ මෙයා වගේ.
Lumos. Seems the devil's snake was protecting a chest of some kind. Lumos. Incendio. Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Lumos. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacula would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Lumos.
I've heard that
Revelio.
receive several owls. I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Is Lower Hogsfield still dealing with that nasty goblin? How's it feeling?
ඉතින් ඉස්තුරක් ඇවිදින්න බෑ ටෙලිපෝට් එක. නෑවත් දැන් මම ලයිව් එක දාලා පැයක් විතර එනවා මං හිතන්නේ. ඔව් පැයකට කිව්වා.
Have you found anything to, prove my bravery yet?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkeen for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkeen for me.
challenge එකක් තියනකට වෙනවා තව උඩ. තව උඩ තියෙන පුදුම මොකොච්චර යනවද දැන් හරි නෑ තව උඩ
Oi, can you help me?
Hello? Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested in joining me for a bit of an adventure. Following a treasure map, to be precise. Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff skein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Following a Hogwarts treasure map? Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Where do you suggest I search first?
Based on a cursory review of your map, I'd suggest somewhere near Hecat's classroom.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
පන්සල ඔබ ගේ නේද ඇත්ත කියපන්කෝ නිකන් බොරුවට ආදල් ගන්න එපා නිකන්
Handy
ගේ නම් ගේ
resource
කියලා
indeed
පැත්තකට
for
ගිය
field guide.
බල හිරිකි දැයිබන් පල්ලෙහාද තියෙන්නේ දැන් අර තියෙන්නේ තනද තා පල්ලෙහා
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against
Oh.
Trev.
තා පල්ලෙහා දැන් හරිද නෑ තා පල්ලෙහා
Ah, a rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track. Revelio. Lumos. Levioso.
අද්ද කරන්න ගියේ
Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Revelio.
Bit of snot on your nose. Thought you'd want to know.
මෙතන යන්නේ කොහොමද මං
Fills our stone hearts with joy to be in the presence of such.
There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
එන දීග වචන දාන්න එපා මට කියවන්න බෑවා ගේම් එක ගන්න ගමන්
Revelio. This stairwell looks promising. This looks like the portrait from the map. And where's the treasure? Revelio. Levioso. Accio. There was a doorway hidden within the portrait. I wonder what came of Arthur's search. Lumos.
මට කියවන්න කියන්නේ ඔය ගීලා බෝල් කියවන්නට බෑ මං ගියා මට හම්බුණා වෙබ්සයිට් එකක් මේ මොනවද කියලා ඔය සල්ලි කියවලා ගන්න තියෙන මංගා කියුවේගේ ෆ්‍රී අර
What have you learned? Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's on. Anything interesting?
SLD router එකක් ගනින්න බෑ SLD router එකක් ගත්තා නම් unlimited data 12 ඉඳන් 7 වෙනකම් එච්චර ගාණක් වෙන්නේ නැද්ද සිග්නල් එක. මට විනාඩි දෙකක් මම ටක් ගාලා එන්නම් ඈ. I'm back. Hi. නෑ ටොයිලට් නේ බං ගියේ මම ගියේ මේ අත් දෙක සෝදගෙන මේ අර මේකක් අරන් ඇවිල්ලා තිබ්බ මොනවද ටෝඩිස් වගේ මම ඒ ටික අරන් එන්න ගියේ කණ්ඩ ඒ ටික අරගෙන මේ මොකද්ද ෆ්‍රෙෂ් මිල්ක් එකක් තිබ්බ ඒක අරගෙන ආවා කණ්ඩ බත් එකක් තියෙනවා මම බත් එක කනවාද කියලා කල්පනා කරගෙන ඉඳලා තමයි ඒක අරන් ආවේ මම බත් එක උදේ වෙලා කනවා මට දැන් කන්න කම්මැලි
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Sebastian.
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books, so do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
මම මේ ගේම් එක ඉවර කරේ එක දවසින් පැය 24ක් එක දිගට ගැහුවා. මට ආසාවට මම ගත්ත දවස දැන් මට කතා මතක නැහැ කියන්න එහෙම ගැහුවින්ද වෙන්නද?
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try. We must remain unseen. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Damn! You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
The key. Here it is.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the cliff. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Okay, cool.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Reparo. Lumos. Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it. Where might this lead?
මේ ප්ලේස් එක නම් අල්ලන්නේ නැහැ.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Lumos. Levioso. Accio.
කොහොමද යන්නේ දැන්? එයා කරන්න දුන්න.
Reparo.
මෙතෙන් එන්න කලින් වෙන ස්පෙල් එකක් ඉගෙන ගන්න දිනවද දන්නේ නැහැ බා.
Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there.
Oi, oi, oi.
Levioso. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Protego! Levioso!
අල්ලන්නේ මේ මුන් දෙන්න.
Protego!
යා කොහෙද එතන පඩි පෙළ කලින් කපාරක් ගෙවුවා නේද දැන්
Lumos. This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
අල්ලන්නේ උන් ටික
It is a book after all.
Ancient magic use කරන්න පුළුවන් limit එකක් තියෙනවා මං හිතන්නේ. අලක් යස්තියක් ඕනේ.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic
ඇත්ත
this
ඩම්බල්ඩෝ
powerful
කැරක්ටර්
can
එකක්
do
ගේ
great
තමයි
harm in the wrong hands.
ඩම්බල්ඩෝ
It
කියන්නේ
must be wielded
රඟපාපු
by
එක
a
නෙවෙයි
select few.
ෆිල්ම් එකේ ඩම්බල්ඩෝ ගේ තමයි
As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
මගේ ෆෝන් එකේ software update එක ආවා Android 11 Android 50 අලුත් software update එක GB 5ක් update එක One UI 6 Android 50 nice දුලාට දානවා
Sebastian.
ෆෝන් එක කරකවලා දැරියා වගේ වෙනවද
Sneaking in the restricted section again!
මං ඒක ඇහුනේ
I
නැහැ
had
කියලා
thought we were
හිතාගන්න
through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
ඒක කතාව මේ කතාවේ මේ මොකක්ද ඒකට කියන්නේ ෆිල්ම් එකේ ඒක නෑ ෆිල්ම් එකට ඒක දාලා නෑ මේ ඒක මේ කවුද මේ කියලා තියෙන්නේ පොත ලියපු කෙනාමයි බං හැරි පොටර් ලියපු කෙනා ෆිල්ම් එක බලලා ඒක හොයාගන්න හම්බෙන්නේ නෑ
Incendio!
ඒක ඉතින් එච්චර ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෙවෙයි ඩම්බල්ඩෝ එකේ මේ කතාවේ මේන් කැරක්ටර් එක නෙවෙයි ඉතින් ඒ කියන්නේ අර අපේ අවර නිකන් අර මේකක් වගේ තිබ්බට ඒ මේන් කැරක්ටර් නෙවෙයිනේ මම නම් ඒක එච්චර හිතුවේ නෑ මොකද කතාවේ කොහෙවත් ලව් ස්ටෝරියක් කියලා නෑනේ මේ තියෙන්නේ හැරිගේ අර හැරිලගේ ඒ සීන් එකයි ඊට පස්සේ අර එක ෆිල්ම් එකක තියෙනවා මම හිතන්නේ හැරි එමයි කිස් කරනවා රොන්ට පේනවා මැවිලා යන්නේ කෑල්ලයි එච්චරයිනේ තියෙන්නේ ඒ ෆිල්ම් එකේ එහෙමයි කියලා ඒකට ඒක ඇත්තටම රොමෑන්ස් ෆිල්ම් එකක් නෙවෙයි ඉතින් ඒක එච්චර ගානක් නැහැ මෙහෙම වුණා කියලා. ඩම්බල්ඩෝ කොහමද නාගියෙන් උන්ට කොහෙද ලව්? ගේ වුණා කියලා ගරුත්‍ර ඇති කරගන්න එපා මනුස්සය. ගේ වුණාම ගල් ගහපන්.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
යන්න කියන්නේ වර්ල්ඩ් මැප් එකට මට අමතක වුණා මේ මැප් එකත් වෙන ලොකුයි කියලා.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
ඔක්කොම සයිඩ් මිෂන් ටික ගහගෙන යන්න බා. ඕක කියන්නේ. අනේ කැහිල්ල වගේ වන් ඒකයි මේ මට නෝමල් මිෂන් ගහලා කියන්නේ මේන් මිෂන් එක ගහන්න කලින් සයිඩ් ටික ඉවර කරා නම් මේකක් නෑ බං විතර සයිඩ් මිෂන් එකක් ගාමු. ඉතින් බලන් ඉන්න ඕනේ යන්න නැතුව ඉන්ට්‍රස්ටිං කියලා ගියාම හරියන්නේ නැහැ ඉතින්. බලන් ඉඳපන් කතාව ඉවරනකම්. සයිඩ් මිෂන් නම් එච්චර වැදගත් කමක් නැහැ කියන්නේ. සයිඩ් මිෂන් ඉතින් සයිඩ් මිෂන් නේ අර.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Hello, Nelly. You seem excited about something.
The Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Moll, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Why would Professor Mole conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping Peeves out of things. But that may or may not be true. He's a poltergeist. I thought they could go almost anywhere.
Surely you will be trying to complete the challenge as well.
I've tried, and I can't even get past the first cabinets. Perhaps you'll have better luck. I'd love to know what's in the cabinets.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them. I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find.
අනේ ඔබට මේ කැබිනට් ඕපන් කරන්නලා ඔබට ගෙනත් දියන්කෝ කැබිනට් එකේදී විච් ඒවා ඵලයයි යන්න මම තියාගන්න ඔක්කොම ටික. මට මේ කොපියට වැදිලාද දන්නේ නැහැ මේකේ තියෙන සින්දු වලට. ඔහොම ඉදාම පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න මම ඊයේ දාපු ලයිව් එකට කොපියට වැදිලාද කියලා. ඊයේ දාපු ලයිව් එකට නම් කොපියට වැදිලා නැහැ. අර චේන් ටුගෙදර් එකට කොපියට වැදිලා කියන්කෝ. චේන් ටුගෙදර් එක මම හිතන්නේ පොඩි ටීම් එකක් හදපු ගේම් එකක් ඒකේ ඔක්කොම සින්දු කොපිරයිට් සින්දු තියෙනවා. ගානක් නැහැ තේරුමක් නැහැ මගේ ගේම් එකයි.
Italians and
what do you think Black's wife is like?
Levioso.
මේ ලැග් එක නතර කරගන්න ග්‍රැෆික් ටික අඩු කරගෙන ගහමුද මට මේ ලැග් එකේ කොල්ලුවට වදයක් දා. වදයක් කියන්නේ මාරු වද. රෙකමෙන්ඩ් කරන්නේ නම් හයි වල ගහන්න කියලා. අපි මීඩියම් දාලා ගහලා බලමු ඔක්කොම ටික. මීඩියම් දාලා ටෙක්ස්චර්ස් ක්වොලිටි එක විතර හයි දාමු. වෙනසක් නැති වෙයි. වෙනසක් නැහැ බං ගේම් එකේ වෙන මීඩියම් දැම්මම පොඩ්ඩක් ගේම් එක ක්ලියර් වුණා වගේ හැබැයි. ගේම් එක ඔප්ටිමයිස් නෑ මේ එච්චර. X5 වලට අදපු ගේම්.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I
Accio! As a Daedalian key, I wonder where it might lead me.
ඒක අල්ල ගන්න බැරි. ඔබගේ කී එක?
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there? Got it. old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant! What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like a Gryffindor house token. I bet it unlocks our house chest. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in our common room and heard there are also in the other common rooms. Keep an eye out. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Gryffindor house chest. This must be my house. Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I can't go up there. I suppose I'm not allowed up there. Appears I won't be going up there.
Side mission though. Mission này.
There's something
Lumos.
in there. I just know it.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Lumos.
Come and find me if you stumble on something.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
I enjoy having lunch down by the lake.
What are you up to
Have a
now?
bottle of flabbergasted leech.
Revelio.
Clockwise.
Accio. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Nice.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Die.
My aunt says
I really have made a mess.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that, and now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Amit told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Amit tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those. Got it. Only 4 more to go. Accio! Lumos. Accio.
Kai.
Revelio. Lumos.
Cosa puoi dirti? Sì.
Accio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
I spent the entire day in Hogwarts.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
इसकी डायरी की उन्होंने जरावा कर दी गई में अनिता ने कीवर्ड देना
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Nicely done. Keep trying.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
That's it.
Accio. Incendio.
That was something. You'll get it.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
අන්තිම එක
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Good one! Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
Oh yes.
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Sebastian.
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
උගේ හතරක් ඉන්නවා අපේ දෙන්න ඇරින්නේ නාම. අසාධාරණයි. Championship round.
Incendio. Levioso.
Act like a winner. Levioso.
Protego.
Is that all you've got?
Confringo. Lumos. Incendio.
You're better than that!
Levioso.
Descendo.
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
Alright.
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
Story mode එකේ
And we're
ගහන්න
pleased
එකයි
to have
අමාරු
such a
නැතිව
gracious
fight video.
champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honour to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
You can't be beat, can you?
Revelio.
ඉතන මොකක් කරද කියලා. සයිඩ් මිෂන් ඔක්කොම ඉවරයි මං හිතන්නේ දැනට. ඔබේ කළු වෙලා නැහැ කියන්නේ සයිඩ් මිෂන් නෑ තියෙන සයිඩ් මිෂන් මේ වර්ල්ඩ් මැප් එකේ තියෙනවා. ඔයත් තියෙනවා. අනිත් මේන් මිෂන් එක තිබ්බේ හොග්වර්ට්ස් වල. ඒක ගහලා යන්නේ අනිත් ඒවට.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil!
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
I wonder if hippogriffs like...
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing... Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Dealing attack running was one tap එක ඔබලා
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Cabbage go.
Was that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves? I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
කියන්නේ main mission එක ගහන්න අම්මට සිගින් නෑ බං main mission එක ගන්න තව එකක් තියෙනවා ඒකත් ගහලා යන්නේ ඔක්කොම ටික ගහලා යන්න බං ඒතොර ලේසිවා ආයෙ වදයක් වෙන්න දෙයක් නෑ කොහෙද ඒක තියෙන්නේ අද mission එක find the remaining house tokens that are around Hogwarts ඒක ගහන්න බෑ ඒක මේ 16 පාරක් හොයන්න වෙනවා ඒක ඔටෝ අදින්න නැත හම් වෙනකොට හොයා ගන්නවා මේ හොයන් යනවා මොකද්ද මේක ඒක කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ successfully avoid enemy attacks by dodge rolling. මේව කරලා enemy attack dodge කරේ නැද්ද මං කලින්? දැන් කරන්න දෙයක්. This is sharp. අපි එකත් ගහලා මොනේ?
Look completely incompetent, which he is.
I saw an aura badge on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around. Proficiency in potions are too...
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Keep your potion station organized.
Your gears are full. Nothing yet. हमारे रॉक को भूल गए हैं Iki diyetti ya. Eyvallah. ගන්න බැයිද මං අහපන්
Prepared ritual wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwopper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurance potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the dead meat or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it!
Raptor! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Endurance potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Set over side button to access Gemini. Software update එක නම් මරු වැ ලස්සනයි ෆෝන් එක. මම අප්ඩේට් කරා මම මේක බලවල ඊට පොඩ්ඩයි දාගන්න. This one notification ගන්න දිනේදී මරු වෙන 아무තුයි දැක්කේ. අතන අපිට කරන්ට් වැඩක් තියෙනවා. දැන් ඕන් එක කස්ටමයිස් කරලා යකි හැරගෙන.
Revelio.
Ugh, my robes are going to rip.
මේන් එක ගහලා අතන ලයිව් එක නාත්ත උනේ. මේන් එක ගහන ටිකක් වෙලා ආයේ මං හිතන තරමේ කියන්න බෑ. කියන ෂුවර් කරන්න බෑ බලමු ගහලා. මේ තියෙන මේන් එක. ඒක ගහන්න නම් ට්‍රැක් කරලා Hogwarts වලින්
Revelio. Sek का दीदी ना मारू है बेटा सेक है अब तो बता दिए मैं Lumos. Revelio. I should investigate.
वो तीन पैकेट देंगे अंडे उन्हें बस से ला गया बाद में मिशन ने कैसे कोई
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Oh, nice to see you, my young friend.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here? Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
But you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any whispers going about the town?
A goblin called Pergit is causing a bit of a stink. His gang is attacking travelling vendors, and now business is suffering everywhere. It would be nice if someone would do something about it. No one wants to pick a fight with a band of goblins, though. Which means he's free to do what he wants down in Corro Ruins.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer, but I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Ah, yes, a wonderful choice.
අපි කොච්චරලා ගෙවද ගෙම්මේ පැය දෙකයිද ලයිව් කොච්චරලාද බලපන් බලලා ගියා කොච්චරලාද කියලා ලයිව් එකේ
Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I hope to see you again sometime.
කම්පැනි විෂන් එක දාලා ඉවර කණු දෙකයි සිග්නල් දෙන්නේ
They must have come this way. Think!
මොකද මං ගත්තේ මං අරුද? ඒව ගත්තේ. පැය දෙකමාරක් මං දැන් බැලුවා. පැය දෙකමාරක් කියන්නේ තා පැය භාගයකින් අපි ලයිව් එක ඉවර කරමු. ඒ කියන්නේ එකට ලයිව් එක ඉවර කරමු. දෙකයි දිහක් වගේද මොකද තව ඉතුරුලා තිබ්බනේ ඒවා මොනවා හරි මම ඔක්කොම ගත්තද හදිස්සියට දුවගෙන ආවා
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
මේකයි තව මේ කැප අයිටම් ටිකක් තිබුණා මේක තේරුවන්නේ මේක තේරුවන්නේ කොපිය තේරුවන්නේ මේ කන්නාඩිය තේරුවන්නේ කොපිය තේරුවන්නේ ඒක කියනවා
I hope to see you again sometime.
සයිඩ් මිෂන් එකක් තියෙනවා ඒක ගහලා ඉවර කරන්නත් ඕන
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
You're there, take off! We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take the student over my dead body! What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is...
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio.
Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit. How beautiful! What a day! I can
Revelio.
believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
What the?
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
ඔක්කොත් තිබ්බනම් එන ගහනවා කීනන්න කියන්නේ ඒන ඔක්කොම ඉන්නේ කොල්ලන්ගෙන් වැඩ ගන්නද
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is. I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
I didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Wonder who lives here.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ramrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you?
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ramrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ramrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him. But he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ramrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn. Revelio. Levioso. Levioso. Accio. Cursed fiends. past the ruins. I'm on the right track. An encampment. This must be it. Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Arn will regret not joining us. If he doesn't come round now, he'll be made even more of an example.
You should have killed that traitor, Arn, when we took his cards.
I know what that means.
You're like some bumble bunny.
Leviosa! Incendio! How many of you are there?
Shut
Leviosa! Incendio! Protego!
Pity, not quite. You can't stop us. Stupid to come in.
We know you're here somewhere.
Your spells glance.
Are you quite finished?
Incendio!
I will make you pay.
Leviosa!
I won't rest until you're dead.
Ranroth won't be stopped!
That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's cards. Leviosa! Could it be? Accio!
මම මේ ගේම් එක ගන්න තේරුම් මේ දැක්කම තේරෙනවා මම මේ ගේම් එක කලින් ගහලා දෙනවා කියලා. උඹලට තේරෙන්නද ඒක මොනව කරනවද?
Revelio.
උලා හතරක් ගෙනත් දාන්න ඕනේ එතෙන්ට.
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn. Leviosa! Accio! Revelio.
තව එකක් තියෙනවා මට මතක නැහැ කොහෙද එක තියෙන්නේ කියලා.
Levioso! Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Levioso. Incendio. Accio.
අනිත් එක මෙතන පිටිපස්සේ යන්න වෙන්නේ පැත්තේ.
Levioso. Revelio.
එකරෝණ ගන්න බෝල්ඩි කොහෙද නැදීනාවේදී.
Incendio. Levioso. Accio. What's that? Revelio. Incendio.
ඒකදී මොකද විශේෂ දෙයක් කියන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක හැදෙනවා විතරයි නේද? තවන්න. කොස්ස දීපනම් මරුබා.
Levioso. Ugh. Shame you're so foul. I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Revelio. Revelio. Merlin himself would be proud.
අඩ මම එක මුලින්ම දැක්කේ කොළු ඇනුමක් ගියා වගේම.
Arn, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
The ones I faced were determined to make things difficult.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Arn. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done. All the best to you. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my wares. There we are then. That'll do nicely, I'm sure. Appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to visit me again, won't you?
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Hello. Hogwarts சொல்றேன். මේන් මිෂන් එක ගහන්න වෙලාව නැහැ නේද? එතන තියෙනවා normal mission එකක් එක් ගහලා ආවි කරවත්තම්. මේන් එක හෙට ගහමු. නැත්තම් උඹලා ඉන්නවනම් මම තාම රායන ගහනවා. ඉන්නවද? ඉන්නවනම් කියපේ මම ගහන්න. මොකෝ කියන්නේ?
Incendio!
අපේ පසල්ලක් තියෙනවා මෙතන. තව ඒ වගේ පහනක් තියෙන කොහෙද? මෙතන.
Incendio!
කලින් ගහපු එක අන්ලොක් කරේ නෑ බා.
Lumos.
මේක දිවිලද? එච්චරයිද? දැන් හරන්න බෑ. අරුවා නිදිද කොහේ? ඒකේ නිදිද?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
I haven't been called Puffskein Dunking once since you brought me that venomous tentacular leaf. I think.
Revelio. Levioso. Revelio.
Oh, me.
Incendio. Accio.
එතනින් සේව් කරලා නවත්තමුනේ. නැත්නම් මෙතන සයිඩ් මිෂන් එකක් තියෙනවා ඒක ගහමු. ඕනේ නැනේ සේව් කරලා නවත්තමු. හරි එහෙනම්. හරි එහෙනම් අපි අදට නවත්තමු. හෙට හෙටම 9ට ලයිව් එකට එන්න බලන්න. 9ට කලින් ඩේටා ඉතුරු වුණොත් එන්න බලන්න. අදට GB 20යි තිබ්බේ මං GB 5ක් මං කීකේවට පාවිච්චි කරලා. හරි එහෙනම් අද ලයිව් එක නවත්තනවා. හෙට සෙට් වෙමු. කට්ටියම good night bye bye. අපි ගියා.